I want to talk about this class, this recruiting class. You've obviously been a part of it since the beginning. It's like really making waves now.
Yeah.
I know we've kind of seen it progress, but what's it been like to be part of this group and like see it grow seemingly every couple days?
It's been great. Honestly, starting since the first time I committed, I've been trying to advocate for bringing back the Cali kids. The pipeline from all the way wherever they got the out-of-state kids and kind of just making it just California kids. So it's been great to see the program evolve and then finally catch on to that the Cali kids are going to play harder from where they're from. And being able to see this class build, it's amazing, and I'm excited. I feel like it's probably going to be one of the best years. Well, 2026 will be probably one of the best years USC will ever have.
Talking to Sean, he kind of mentioned that as well. Like, there's a lot of pride, it feels like, within this class. How much do you feel that too? Like, being a guy who's from California to be like, no, we want to be the ones to bring this back.
It feels. It's a lot of weight on your shoulders, obviously, because they expect so much from this 2026 class. But I feel like with the amount of guys we got and the amount of pride we have to play hard for our hometown team I feel like we're gonna show up and we're gonna show out.
Obviously, they proved something to you early on to get you to commit. But as this process has played out, has there been any guys that you're like, oh, that's impressive? Like, that guy wasn't maybe looking at USC, or that guy wasn't going to be in the conversation. Now he's committed to USC. Were there any guys like that stood out to you?
I definitely say Elbert Hill. Elbert Hill is one of the guys where we didn't expect him to, but the more and more we kept reaching out, the more and more that we kept trying to get on him. And now he just committed last week, so that was a big pickup for us, and I can't wait to work with him too. So,
how much did you play a part in that? Do you feel like were you reaching out to him and being active in that one?
Had to. Coming from Ohio and coming all the way to California, Los Angeles, you want to make sure he feels welcome. So I let him know if he ever wants to just visit, regardless if it's with his family or not with his family. He's always welcomed at my house with my parents. And just being able to be family.
To know that you have another elite corner on the other side, obviously that takes pressure away from yourself. You guys should be able to get kind of the most out of each other.
Yeah.
How important is that for you to kind of know going in next year that there's going to be a guy who's an elite player like myself?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously confidence is very key, and being able to not have to worry about, are they going to attack this side is very big, because then you can just focus on your own game. So I feel like having another elite corner on the opposite side it's locked. It's shut down on both sides. So,
you mentioned reaching out to Elbert, and obviously a lot of guys might put pride before that and be like, no, I want to be the guy. It feels like you've taken on a really big leadership role within this class.
Yeah.
I think whenever we see you and you're out at practice, like, you're that guy that's taking that leadership role. How important is that to you?
It's very important. I feel like being a leader doesn't always have to do with how you play, but also how you communicate and how you advocate for others and yourself. So, being able to be like one of those guys where I could talk to everybody and make them feel welcome at home is really big to me, because it's a family. So I want to make sure they feel like it.
I know you're just talking in another interview about Chad Bowden, but you've kind of been there to see pre-Chad Bowden, post-Chad Bowden. It feels like there's a connection. I know it's a program-wide thing, and there's a lot of pieces that are making this all happen, but Chad has been a big part of kind of why this is taking off, it feels like.
Of course.
What have been your interactions like with him, and what have been your impressions of him so far?
I love him. He's real energetic, and he's real passionate about the program. I think that ever since he got there, it's the whole vibe. It's just different. It's USC like. It's how it was supposed to feel years ago. And yeah, I think he's making a big shift to the program.
What do you think the future is for this class? Like, obviously there's still room in it. There's still targets that are out there. There's still a lot of big names that could join you guys. What do you think the potential is for this group in terms of continuing to build on the #1 recruiting class?
Yeah. I think once we get all the pieces we need with just a few more, I think we'll have the chance to compete for a national championship. Although we'll be a very young team, I feel like even if it's the year of 2026 or 2027, we will definitely be competing for a national championship.
Earlier this week, we got to talk to the coaching staff after spring ball. Really got an opportunity to sit with Coach Reed and kind of pick his brain about a lot of things. One thing in those conversations that stood out was like he was talking about just being real and like not sugarcoating anything, letting people know what they need to work on, really being rewarded when players see something and improve on it. Now that you've had a chance to kind of get to know him a little bit more, what's been your impressions of him?
I love Coach Reed. I think he's a very good coach. and also a very good person. I feel like he's really family oriented, so it's all about family, and he cares about the players' mental health, how they're not only doing on the field but off the field, which is very big because we're more than just football players. So I really love the way he approaches it, and he's obviously had a great background of coaching experience, and getting guys to where they want to be. So I'm just real pumped to be able to play for him and Coach Bell.
He was almost getting emotional talking about some of the things that you were talking about, like getting off the field and getting to know players off the field and getting to know them on a personal level. How important is that to have in a future coach who you're going to spend a lot of time with?
I think it's very important. I feel like that should be your number one priority, and I feel like a lot of coaches and a lot of players just brush that off their shoulders. But at the end of the day, it affects how you play, and it affects just how you operate on a daily basis.